Hey, Shalom Alaikum, Rakam Makapashan, Jim Islam, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bashmi, Yahweh, Bashim, Rukak, Wadash. I want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful elect, pushing his truth and all sincerity. Back again with another video. This one's going to be going into, these people that govern over us, that have, that sit in the power seats. Okay, we call the elites. Okay, these Edomites, right? They had the power to dictate to everybody what it is that they're doing, and they're using that and abusing that power right at this moment in time, to force the people into a serious, deadly situation, man. All right, that the majority of these people are not even aware of them because they trust their authorities, they trust their governments. All right, but these people that are ruling over the people of the world are of the wicked. Okay, as we live in, the end times, we know the wicked are in rulership, right? We know Esau is in power because the scripture tells you, man, Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth, right? We know Esau is ruling at the end of the world, and he is the wicked that the Bible speaks about, right? He is in the power seat, right? He's the one dictating to everybody right now what it is that they should be doing and what you can't do, right? So really, if you understand these scriptures, right, we have no business in believing or accepting what it is that Esau is demanding of us to do, right? With this whole Yab and these MOTBs that's going to come into play and so on and so forth, right? You know, we're not meant to be taking heed of that. Okay, and if everybody understood that, or everyone knew that, right, then you wouldn't be so easily led to destruction, right? But the Most High has it where a portion of these people, the majority of these people, are gonna be led along that path, man, to destruction, right? The only people that are gonna escape, okay, out of the madness that's ensuing is the elect of Israel. All right, so I'm just gonna get just a few scriptures, going into it, and Lord, wouldn't it be edifying, right? So we're just gonna start here in Job 9, verse 24. So the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof, if not where and who is he? Right, so the Most High is giving the earth the control, the governance of the earth into the hand of the wicked, because Israel, vacated vacated the rulership, right? Because of our wickedness, the Lord has put us into captivity under the nations, right? And all these nations, none of them have been righteous. Okay, none of them have followed the Heavenly Father and His laws, statutes, commandments. None of them have ever done that, right? And that's the same goes for Esau, right? But Esau is the last of the nations that that are to rule upon this earth before our Lord Yahushua returns to establish the kingdom of heaven, right? So Esau is currently here in that seat of power. Okay, these so-called white people, right? The Edomites, according to the scriptures, right? And they are the wicked, but the wicked that is spoken about in the scriptures, right? So the earth has been given into their power, right? And they've set themselves up as the dominant race upon the earth, all right? But that's all temporary because the Israelites are the ones meant to be in rulership, okay? So under their governance, under their power, their rulership, right? It says here in Revelation chapter 20, okay, speaking about the end, right? I'm gonna jump to verse 7, right? It says, and when the 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison, right? And what this is speaking about is these Edomites, in the form of the the Roman Empire, right? They were taken down, or they were removed from power, okay, by Jake in Rome, right? And Esau was cast out, okay. Esau wasn't ruling the Roman Empire anymore, right? He was cast out, and for 1,000 years, he was a nobody. Okay, he didn't have power, he didn't have influence. Okay, he was cast out. right? So for 1,000 years, he didn't have anything to say on, any influence, right? But after that 1,000 years is expired, okay, it says, and shall go out to deceive the nations, right? So they'd come back into power, into prominence, okay, and be able to, and with that power, be able to deceive, tell lies, right? And they started a thing called the Renaissance period, okay, and then tried to whitewash and erase, um, you know, Jake's rulership, man. They call it the Dark Ages because he's been ruled by dark-skinned men, right? They tried to whitewash that to make it seem like, they were always in power, when that wasn't the case, right? So for 1,000 years, they had nothing to say. And then after that 1,000 years, they started, what do you call that? Fabricating them lies of history, okay, putting themselves up as, to be the image of the Most High, image of the Lord, image of the angels, certain, particular rulers. Okay, Esau is a culture vulture, man. He steals everybody's, histories, man, and tries to, put it upon himself, man, to glorify himself, even though he's just a liar, man, right? So anyway, it says, and shall go out to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth, right? So these Edomites will come back in power, okay, which they are still in power, right? Ever since then, since the Renaissance period, right? And they've gone out to deceive the four quarters of the earth, right? They're here spreading lies everywhere, right? These men cannot be trusted, man. These people are the wicked, okay, and should not be trusted. Okay, the things that come out of their mouth should not be trusted, man. Okay, you got to take everything with a grain of salt, right? Nobody should be willingly accepting what these men say, these men that are in power, because they're here set up to deceive the earth, okay, to lie to the people, to trick the people, to fool the people. That's what they're here to do. All right, and normally they're gonna come to, bring about World War III. Okay, as it goes on, and Gog and Magog to gather them to battle, the number who in the sand of the sea. Right, so eventually, their actions is gonna lead to this World War III. Okay, and which is gonna involve Russia and their allies. All right. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14 says, and no marvel, for Satan himself is transformed into an angel of light. Okay, so everything that you're seeing from Esau, from these Edomites, is nothing but a facade, a lie, an act. Right? He's out here trying to play the good guy, the hero. Okay, when he is really the villain, when he is really Satan, the adversary. Okay, he is the enemy. All right, he is the liar. Right, there should be no vote of confidence in him whatsoever, man. No confidence at all. It says, therefore, it is no great thing if his ministers also be transformed as the ministers of righteousness. Okay, all those that work for this man, that work for these elites, these governments. Okay, they're all puppets, right? Puppets of the banksters and so on and so forth, man. All these men are wicked. All of them. Okay, they don't even have to be Edomites, man. If they're working for Esau, man, they're wicked. Okay, they're here to tell you lies, to feed you lies, man, to control and to manipulate you. Okay, make you believe shit that ain't even happening. Right? And then move against you, when you don't comply. That's what Esau's doing right here, man. He's just causing the racket. Okay, so he can further his agenda, man. So he can complete his NWO. Okay, and the smoke screen right now is this whole Crown Royale. That's the smoke screen right now. Okay, his method of moving forward, right? This is from Sirach chapter 12 verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy. Okay, and Esau for sure is an enemy to everybody, man. Right? Not only Jacob, man, not only Israel, okay, which he is the, you know, what do you call that, man? He's a main adversary, man, but he's a threat to the whole world, man. He's here destroying everybody on the planet. Right? He's an enemy to life. Okay? And this guy has always been the same. Okay, he just lies and lies and lies and lies and lies. Okay, and keeps fooling everybody. Okay, but this devil has been wicked from day one. Okay, and everybody really knows this. But it's like, you know, these people are in a trance, man. In a deep sleep. Okay, Esau be, you know, working witchcraft in the world, man. You know, so much witchcraft he's doing. You know, but he's that same devil. Right? It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching, yet take good heed and beware of him. And thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. Okay, so no matter what, you know, he the appearance, you know, that he makes, you know, on the outside, on the inside, Esau's the same devil, man. He's still the same wicked devil who's thinking nothing but evil all the damn time, man. You know, he might come out with fair words. He might come out in a suit. He might come out in a you know, doctor's, you know, fatigue, doctor's garments or whatever. He might come in all these different faces, right? Talking sweet things, smiling in your face, talking about how he cares and he wants to protect everybody. But it's all lies, man. In his heart of hearts, he's only looking for your enslavement. Okay, he's only looking to kill you. You know? This is verse 12. So set him not by thee, lest when he have overthrown thee, he stand up in thy place, neither let him sit at thy right hand, lest he seek to take thy seat. Okay, and this is the problem that, you know, Jake was having during those so-called dark ages, right? That Esau, you know, he's starting getting up in these certain institutions. Okay, so, you know, Jake will allow him to have, you know, prominent roles. And eventually, you know, they would cause rebellions and you know, people would die, you know, they would get murdered, assassinated or whatever, and Esau would climb up the ranks and you know, get power. Okay? That's how he does it, right? So, lest he seek to take thy seat, and thou at the last remember my words and be pricked therewith. Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent, or any such as come now wild beasts? So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with him and his sins, who will pity, right? So we're trying to warn you about this devil and that, and you know, what's going to end up happening to you if you follow this devil, right? And what he's going to do to you. Okay, and it's clear for us to see what he's doing. Okay, and the effects it's taking on people. Okay, and you know, Esau act like he don't know, you know, he's in denial, you know, just straight out lying, you know, and the lie is good enough for the majority of people to shut up and not say or do nothing about it. You know, they're just mindless zombies, you know, they Esau's sheep, so they just follow Esau, you know, because they believe in him. Right, but like I say, if you understood these scriptures, you know that these people are the wicked, right, that are in rulership right now, man. They're not meant to be followed. Okay, they're gonna be followed because that's part of the prophecy, but these men should not be you know, these people are gonna lead you down into death and destruction, you know. So, verse 15 says, for a while he will abide with thee, but if thou shalt begin to fall, or if thou begin to fall, he shall not tarry. An enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. Okay, and that's all that Esau does. You know, he just speaks sweet words to people. Okay, you don't believe those words that he's saying, but you know, it makes you feel good. Makes you feel like you can trust him, you know. Oh no, he really cares. He really cares about us, man. You know, he's trying to save the world, you know. Oh, so I understand why he's got to do this, and you know why he's got to lock me up, and why I got to keep getting stuck in the arm, because you know I got to protect people too, and you know they're trying to, trying to get get the world back and running, and right, it's all lies, man. Esau's fooled you, man. Okay, because Esau is the cause of the problem in the first place, man. That's what they do. You know, pressure from above, pressure from below, man. Okay, Hegelian dialectic, all the MKO. He's responsible for all of it, man. Okay, and he's having a jolly good time, man. He behind the scenes laughing his ass off, man. Like you simpletons out there, man, that you're just going along with the ride, man. You can't think for yourselves. Can't see, connect the things that are going on around you. Okay, we've got, us that are in the truth, man. We have an extra advantage, man, because we know these prophecies, man. We know what the whole deal is. Okay, we know this is nothing but deceit that Esau is using to get people, with the MOTB. That's what it's all about. So Esau can have his NWO, right? So this devil is not to be trusted, man. He's leading people to their destruction. Okay, but he ain't gonna lead the elected, into destruction. Can't do it. All right, it says an enemy speaketh sweetly with his lips, but in his heart he imagineth how to throw thee into a pit. He will weep with his eyes, but if you find opportunity, he will not be satisfied with blood. If adversity come upon thee, thou shalt find him there first, and though he pretend to help thee, yet shall he undermine thee. Right? He will shake his head and clap his hands and whisper much and change his countenance. Right? And Esau, he's turning more and more into a dragon every day. Bringing them harsh, them harsh rules into place. Right? Next year is going to be a crazy one, This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 14. It says, let them alone, they be blind leaders of the blind. If the blind lead the blind, both shall fall into the ditch. Right? So if you want to follow Esau, the so-called white man, and do what he's telling you to do, man, like he's blind, right? So you're following a blind man, you're blind too. Okay, and you're gonna fall down with him, and he's the son of perdition. Right? And you're going to be accomplices, man, of perdition. Right? You're going to get destroyed along with him. All because you trust in this man. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 13 says, but evil men and seducers shall wax worse and worse, deceiving and being deceived. Right? So just like Esau himself, right? So the officers of his city, and so are the people, right? Because Esau rules with that wicked vibration, okay, bringing all this wickedness into this world, all this evil. Okay, we live in evil times, man, right? And it's because of Esau bringing evil, more and more evil into the world, right? And these people are eating it up, absorbing it, man. Okay, they're wicked. Everybody in this world is wicked, man. They got no compass of righteousness, man. They just do as that root vibration, say shit in their own lusts, right? That leads them in into all kinds of wickedness, all manners of wickedness, right? So these people are drunk of Esau's philosophies, Esau's ways. Okay, they're just committing evil with Esau, man. Right, and you're just being, you're deceivers, and you're being deceived. You're being deceived by Esau because you're kind of like one and the same, man. You're under that vibration. Okay, and you're gonna follow Esau to his destruction. All right, but we're telling you right now, man, we ain't gonna be along for the ride, man. Lord willing. We don't follow demons. Don't follow the devil. Don't follow Esau, the wicked. Right? That's just a stupid moronic thing to do. Okay, knowing that in these last days, the wicked are in rulership, man. It's just moronic that you'd even do that. Okay, you can only know it can only end one way, and it's gonna end badly for those that followed it, man. All right, and you're gonna see it. You're gonna see it, man. Okay, in time to come, you're gonna see it, man. It was the wrong move, man. All right. Anyway, I hope this is edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video, man. So till then, I say shalom.